I believe that the only way we can really deal with today's problems is if we as a world practice what we've talked about for so long, which is live within, build institutions which are strong, which can practice multilateralism. I constantly think that, many years ago, Barbara Ward wrote a book, and she, we talked about the planet Earth, but that none of us really understood that there was this one planet. We still lived in our own little planets. But today, with climate change, one of the things you understand is that it doesn't matter which part of the world you're in. If you will have a power station in your world, it will still impact some other world. And you're really beginning to understand the interconnectedness of this Earth. You're really beginning to understand that this is one Earth. That more than economic globalization, it's really ecological globalization, the interconnectedness of this world. But if we understand that, we must also understand that you cannot talk about the governance of this through a unilateral system, through a dictatorship. You cannot have Mr. Bush running around telling us, we need to fix it because he needs his power stations, okay? You cannot even have him making deals bilaterally between nations, within the self-interest of two nations. Because at the end of the day, we need the self-interest of all nations involved. And I very clearly today understand, as I understood when I looked at a forest in a village, and I understood the role of equity in that forest, because even if one goat goes into that forest will get destroyed. So if you want to keep the entire village's goats out of that forest, you must share the benefits of that forest with everyone. There must be equity in the sharing of that common. And today, that is what is very clear to us, that if we do not have equity, if we do not have fairness in our agreements, we cannot live as one world. And if you want to do that, then you have to have a culture of multilateralism. And you need institutions. You really need the UN to play the role that it was supposed to play. Okay? You need the leadership of the UN. You need the magnanimity of the UN. And more than anything else, you need the compassion to be able to take us to this new world.